guys, so here I have the new iPad Air. This is the 2024 iPad Air with the M2 chip, and I just got it from the Apple store yesterday, so we're gonna unbox it. Molly's also here. As you can tell from the packaging, I got this iPad in the Starlight color, which is this like really light gold color, and it's really pretty. I've been in love with this color for a real long time. You can kind of see sneak peek right here where it says iPad Air. That's the color it's gonna be. I'm actually in love with the color options for the iPad Air. They come in actually really nice colors. I would have been happy with any of them. None of the colors were like too bright. They were all like this pastel, really light, and all had some like gray tones, which I feel like is good because it doesn't become too much. So that is also the reason I picked the Starlight, because I feel like it's gonna last me for a long time. I'm not gonna get tired of it, and I can mix it with any cases. And I got this iPad in 128 gigabytes, which is the smallest option, but I do feel like I'm not really handling any big files on my iPad, and I do have 500 gigabyte on my phone, so I feel like I don't really need the extra space on my iPad as well. Also, what's really good is Apple actually made the price point for the new iPad Airs cheaper for more storage, so you just get more storage for the same price. And I also chose the 11-inch iPad. This is like the biggest upgrade for the iPad Air. It now comes in two different sizes, so you have the 11-inch and the 13-inch, and I usually always go with the Pro Max models for my phone, so I guess you could kind of expect me to also go with the Pro Max models for the iPad. But when I went to the Apple store, check out the vlog by the way, I felt like a 13-inch was way too big for an iPad, and for me portability is really important. Like, I want to be able to carry it with me in my bag if I'm just out going to cafes or going to classes. I'm not saying you can't do that with a 13-inch, it's really not that much of a difference, but I think the screen size is gonna be enough for me, but we're gonna test it. Okay, so now before we start, I just want to share my expectations for this iPad. So I currently have the iPad 9th generation, and this one is now discontinued. Apple actually discontinued this iPad and the iPad 10th gen, so there's no like base model of the iPad anymore. The iPad Air is basically the new base model of the iPad, if you think of it as the iPhone 15 and then there's the iPhone 15 Pro. Just like this is the iPad Air and then there's the iPad Pro. I think that itself is going to be a pretty big upgrade. This iPad is probably going to feel like, I guess, the iPhone SE if we're comparing to iPhones. I mean, you can already tell one difference. This iPad has the thick black frames. This one, it has much thinner frames, but also of course with the M2 chip. This iPad comes with the M2 chip, which basically just means better performance, it's faster, and like can do so much more than this iPad can. The iPad Pro literally has the M4 chip. Just the fact that that iPad has a much better chip kind of makes me feel a little bit bad for getting this iPad, but I hope it's gonna be enough. But yeah, that's why I'm not having too high expectations for this iPad, because if it has the M2 chip, it's obviously gonna be nothing like the iPad Pro with the M4 chip. But I mean, the M2 chip isn't bad at all. Like, it is a new chip. Apple just started releasing new products with the M2 chip, which means it is future-proof and it's gonna work for a long time. But alright, I'm gonna stop talking and start unboxing. So we're gonna be unboxing the iPad, but also some accessories. it doesn't come with the stickers. There's just like so many of these papers. There's no stickers. This is the first time I've unboxed an Apple product and there's no Apple stickers. I mean, not that I ever used Apple stickers, but it's just like a tradition. As if that wasn't enough, they also got rid of the charger, or it comes with a USB-C cable, but it doesn't come with the actual wall plug-in anymore. But honestly, I didn't think it was gonna come with USB-C either. At least it came with that. First impression of this iPad, it is so lightweight. It is just like the iPhone 15. My first impression for getting this phone was it's so lightweight compared to the previous model. And it's the same thing with this, like it weighs absolutely nothing. I thought it felt heavy in the Apple Store, but I guess it's because they have all the cables on them, like security stuff. I'm also loving the size. I feel like I made a good choice. It has such a clean design. It looks like every other iPad. It doesn't have any major upgrades for the design, except that it has the audio outputs up here and also on the bottom. The power button actually looks a little bit different. The color is so nice. It looks so good. So I just want to show you guys the color of this iPad with some different cameras, because sometimes it looks a little bit different depending on what camera you're using. But this is with iPhone 15 Pro Max, and I think it gives a really accurate picture of what the color actually looks like. It is like a really sandy gold color. It's a gold color, but without being yellow. Like if you've ever had a gold iPhone, sometimes it looks a little bit yellow, but this one is like a colder gold tone, if that makes sense. But before we move on with the setup of the new iPad, I just want to unbox some accessories for my new iPad. So we have this magnetic case and a wireless pencil for the iPad and a screen protector, all from the brand ESR. And thank you ESR for sponsoring this video. Okay, so first of all, we have this Shift magnetic case, and this is a really unique case because you can use it in so many different ways. As you can see, it actually comes in two parts. So it is actually a detachable case that you can separate or combine into one case. If you just want to have a simple case on, like just for protecting from scratches, you can just have this base part on. Like this works great as just a separate case. Like it feels really thin, it doesn't add any weight. But then if you want to have your iPad in landscape or portrait mode, you can attach this part, and it's using magnets, so it's really easy to just attach it again. So this actually allows for your iPad to be in 9 different angles, so 6 for viewing and 3 for writing. So you can have your iPad in landscape or portrait mode. This is what you use to keep the iPad standing up. That you can do this angle or you can do more flat. It is really easily adjustable, and also it is super steady, really doesn't fall down. Yeah, and then you can also use this top part to have it laying down even more flat. It is actually super cute to just walk around with. And also it has a little holder for a pencil. So that brings us to the next product. I got this digital pencil Pro that is compatible with the new iPad Air. So this is a premium iPad stylus pencil. It supports both USB-C charging and wireless magnetic charging. It also has a really good precision. It has a 1.5mm nib that you can write really smooth. It doesn't lag and it just works super good. So to pair it, you simply place it on your iPad and you can start using it. You don't have to do anything else. And then we have the Armorite screen protector. This has 110-pound impact resistance. The industry standard is 11-pound resistance, and this one has 110, so it is like so crazy. It also has military grade protection, so of course it comes with the whole setup kit, and it uses tempered glass, so it is also really scratch resistant. ESR has all the iPad accessories you could need, really high quality accessories, so definitely check them out in the description. I will link all the products and their Amazon page. Guys, look, now my phone and my iPad are matching, going with the purple theme. All right, but let's start the setup process. So I'm gonna turn it on. Okay, so we're just gonna pick language, And then region, I think you used to only be able to choose small or default or large, but now we can choose small. You can also choose medium or default or large. We're gonna do default, then we can do a quick start. Okay, I don't know why the screen turned so dark, but it says it may take a few minutes to activate your iPad. Okay, so you can choose to set it up for yourself or for a child. Okay, so this iPad has Touch ID right here on the power button. We can also add a second fingerprint, so we can unlock the iPad with either hand, but we're gonna set it up later. Now we can create a passcode. If you guys watched my shopping vlog when I got this iPad, I was trying to create a new Apple ID on my old iPad, but I couldn't. So I'm gonna try it on this iPad. So we're just gonna press don't have an Apple ID. Okay guys, it worked. Welcome to iPad. All right, it looks just like any other iPad, but I am feeling a huge difference in like swiping from my iPad 9th gen, which was very expected. Honestly, let's try the camera. I'm really excited to see. Oh, that is so wide. I always get so shocked. It is so much wider than the iPhone. Wait, I kind of want to start shooting content on this iPad instead of my iPhone because the camera is actually really, really good. I can see myself so clearly. Let's see video. I don't think it has... Wait, it does have the ultra wide camera in video as well. And the quality is so clear. Okay, guys, I will record a little video just so you can hear the audio and the quality. But yeah, I'm so far loving this iPad. I mean, I've only tried out the camera, but oh my god, that is so wide. Wait, let me show you the Apple bag. Oh my god. Yeah, and this is with the selfie camera. I feel like usually the front camera is better quality, but I do think like this quality is super good. And then this isn't really a new feature, but we have center stage for FaceTime. It follows me if I move. Yeah, pretty cool. So one thing we can do is go to Apple Pencil and in settings, and here we can set up like different settings for the Apple Pencil, but we can also try Scribble. By the way, this pencil from ESR is so lightweight. And if we want to delete a word, we can just scribble over it. Okay, so if we want to select word, we can just draw a circle, or I think you can draw a line. Yeah. Wait, I don't get what you were supposed to do. I'm so confused. How did you do that? It is literally showing me how to do it. Okay, so time to customize and make this iPad aesthetic. So I guess we're going with a purple theme. This is a purple aura wallpaper. And then we can add widgets. Just do some simple ones. Calendar, this one's aesthetic. Actually, let's do screen time so we can keep track of our screen time. Right, it looks a little bit better. And this is the lock screen. I'm getting obsessed with this case. It is so cute, especially now it matches my lock screen. Making Apple products aesthetic is like my hobby. But one thing I want to try is the audio on this iPad. I feel like it should be better because it has more audio outputs, just so you can hear the audio. It is actually really good. Definitely better than my iPad 9th gen, but that is pretty obvious. Okay, and then something else I want to try is seeing if the 11-inch iPad is enough for multitasking. So if we're working on, like, we want to work on notes and we want to work on Safari, literally just searching macroeconomics because that's what I'm studying right now. But yeah, if we're studying, we want to take notes. I'm probably not going to take notes in my notes app, but let's just do that for now. Let's see, we can also do split view. So like that. That definitely works. I feel like it's enough. Okay, so I just downloaded GoodNotes. This is like the #1 app for note-taking. Okay, let's do a study set. And of course, purple. Wait, this is actually really nice. You can create like custom study sets. So time for an honest review. I obviously have only tried it out for not even an hour, but so far I really like it. I don't really have anything to complain about, but it's also not like a wow feeling. I'm honestly not that impressed. As I said, I also have the iPad 9th gen. It's like two totally different themes on these iPads. But yeah, I mean, I can obviously tell this iPad is older, but honestly, I feel like it does the exact same thing. Like, I can take notes on this, but this iPad doesn't have the same support for the pencils. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy with this. I'm not complaining at all, but I'm just saying I probably would have been happy keeping my old iPad as well. I feel like I'm not really missing out. Honestly, this gets me kind of excited to try the iPad Pro to see if it's a bigger difference, because this honestly wasn't like the biggest difference, but I think it's a perfect iPad for students. It comes in two really good sizes now. So thank you so much for watching this unboxing. Let me know if you also want an unboxing of the iPad Pro, because I kind of want to get it. I will see you in my next video.